What's going on? This is your man John Fortune, your host of the Frustrated Fan Sports Show. And of course, when you see Jeremiah, you know we're going around the league. Today is our pick'em games. We're actually going to include the Thursday night game today because we will have a video up today. But with that being said, we're going to start with we're going to start with the news of the day. The news of the day: Shedeur Sanders announced as the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, and we heard Cleveland cheer in celebration about that. How do you feel about that move? And do you feel that this move is not only a long-awaited move, but a move that should have been done a long time ago?
Hey, listen, only time will tell. But from my opinion, yeah, I think the move should have been done a long time ago. I think everyone saw the preseason. They saw the couple of games that Dylan Gabriel played in. We saw Shedeur start not start last week, but come in for injured Dylan Gabriel last week and didn't get a chance to perform as well because, in my opinion, he didn't get any type of snaps. And I also heard Tom Brady. Tom Brady talked about this a long time ago for this. When he was second string quarterback, he was getting 2 snaps a game because he was trying to figure out how he's supposed to get in rhythm.
Mhm.
There's a whole thing that was going online. They was like, hey, you got to go out there motivated, and that's
Right.
what he did. But thing is, he was the problem. He was a backup quarterback. He was getting 2 snaps.
Right.
The fact that matters, he was getting something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think that's what matters the most because, like I said, Chase Daniels, he can't say nothing. He was a third string quarterback, so I'm pretty sure he wasn't getting no first team snaps at all. So,
No.
but yeah, I think it's a good thing. I think he's finally going to get his opportunity. We all of us evaluators evaluated him as the best quarterback coming out of that draft, and for him to fall to the 5th round, we know there was some devious stuff going on there, but again, like I said, I mean, what most people aren't really saying, he almost won that game. If Gage catches that ball, the game, they win. They win the game. So, so it was a big deal. But with that being said, y'all, we're going to now go to our pick'em games. Jeremiah, I know you're going to have your bets so at the end. But we're going to start off with the Thursday night game, the Buffalo Bills versus the Texans. Josh Allen, 6 touchdowns last week. And we're talking about a Texans defense that's pretty strong, but struggled a little bit last week. What do you think is going to happen in this game?
I think the Texans noticed they had some issues last week. With that being said, with the Texans, I feel I have it as one of my upsets for the week.
Okay.
I have one of my upsets this week because Josh Allen, he had 6 touchdowns last week. 6 touchdowns not happening again. The only way unless James Cook get off, but I doubt it. I doubt he's going to be able to get off like he did against the Carolina Panthers. I doubt he's going to have one of those games. Just as long as Davis Mills don't mess up the game, I think if he passed for over, I'd say 230 yards. If he's able to pass 230 yards and no interceptions, I feel like the Texans will win it.
Man, this is a tough one. The Bills secondary has been playing very well. That's the thing about it. And when you talk about the Texans offense, they're having these they're pretty much having like a Carolina issue going on where they're not certain about which running back to go with, and right now it just comes off as like, what are they going to do? Then their receivers aren't getting open like they really want them to. And I still think that CJ Stroud is still going to be out this game. So with that, this is going to be a tough one. I'm going to go Bills in this one. I mean, I wouldn't. The upset does sound nice, but I don't think the Texans defense will be enough to stop Josh Allen and the Bills. Even though, don't get me wrong, they got the defense to do it. Like, they got the defense to do it. I'm gonna go Texans. It's something that's getting on me. Colts, Chiefs. Chiefs need this game. Like the
Bad.
Chiefs got to win out to make the playoffs. The Colts can suffer a loss, but coming into this game, I think the Chiefs need it badly. Who do you got in this game?
I'm gonna get straight to it, man. I think the Colts are gonna pull this one off. I think the Colts are gonna pull this one off. It's down in Arrowhead, but I mean, when you look at the offensive line for the Colts, they're gonna move. They're gonna be moving people for Jonathan Taylor. They're gonna be
Yeah.
moving for Jonathan Taylor, and I think Jonathan Taylor. Well, the Colts on the bye week last week. Am I bugging?
Yeah. They were off. They were
Yeah,
off.
yeah. They were off last week. Now I don't think John Taylor. He didn't have a. Yeah, he did. He had one of his games eventually, but he's gonna get off in this game too. He's gonna get off his game. The only way they lose this game if Indiana Jones turn to Daniel Jones. That's the only way they're gonna lose.
And lately he's been having those hiccups.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
coming off of a bye, they
Yep.
should feel a little bit more comfortable. The ironic part of this is that when I did my evaluation of Jonathan Taylor and I did a not mock draft, check the not mock drafts out on the channel. Um, I actually mocked him to the Kansas City Chiefs
Oh.
and thought that Andy Reid would take him. And
Yeah.
he didn't, and that blew me away. That Andy Reid didn't take Jonathan Taylor in that. I think it was the 2019 draft. I think 2019 or
Mm,
2020 might have been 2019 because I just thought that he was like the best guy in that draft at running back.
yeah.
But yeah, I got the Chiefs in this game. I think that the Chiefs don't want to miss the playoffs because
Yeah.
technically this game could actually order can actually eliminate them. And
Yeah.
if this game eliminates them, this will be the first time that we see Andy Reid. No, this will be probably like the second time in Andy Reid's career we've seen him miss the playoffs.
Hmm.
So yeah, so I'm gonna go Chiefs in this game. I like I don't know how well they're gonna stop the run, but I like the Chiefs in this game. Next is the Seattle Seahawks against the Tennessee Titans. Blowout. They come back blowout. Let's just
Yeah.
throw it out there. Who you got in this game?
Hey, Seahawks. Seahawks. I told you about the Titans. I told you I felt about the Titans, man. I'm like, the Seahawks coming off of what they how they lost last week.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean? It's looking bad for Titans on next week. I mean, this upcoming Sunday.
yeah. I mean, yeah. I think we're going to see a brutalizing
Yeah.
of the Titans against Seattle because they're going to come into the game pissed. So
Yep.
yeah, I got the Seahawks as well. Next is the Vikings Packers. Packers, we talked about this in the
Hmm.
last one.
Yep.
They're not looking sharp at all. The crazy thing about that is on the opposite side, JJ McCarthy ain't looking that sharp either. So this could possibly be a low scoring game. What you got in this game? Who you got in this game?
And this is one of those pick'em games, divisional game. But
Hmm.
to keep it short, I definitely think the Packers is actually going to pull this off because I don't trust JJ McCarthy. I don't trust Jalen. I don't trust Love as much as I did before. Maybe it's the offensive play calling. I don't know.
Right.
But at the same time, I don't know what it is. The defense of the Packers. Maybe they got something for the Vikings. The Vikings got a two headed monster in the backfield with
Yeah.
Aaron Jones and
Aaron Jones and Mixon. I mean, Mason.
not Mason, yeah, Mason. Yeah, Mason. So if that running game is able to get off, running game, short passing game with those two able to get off, then JJ McCarthy he'll probably play really good. But if it doesn't, I see the Packers winning, so I'm taking the Packers.
I'm gonna take the dang man. This is a
It's
tough
tough.
one
That's why I say it's a pick 'em.
because the crazy thing about it is that you get Vikings got the elite receiver,
Yeah,
but they're not getting him the ball.
right.
And they do have a better running game. And currently, the Packers don't have a running game. I'm gonna go Vikings. I'm gonna go Vikings in this game. I just don't see the Packers being able to get the ball down the field well enough against the Brian Flores defense,
Hmm.
and at the same time produce their own offense because they're struggling.
They
They're
are
really
struggling.
struggling. So I don't think that they're going to do it. Next is the Jets. So you got the Packers. I got
Yeah,
the
I got the Packers.
Vikings.
Yep.
Next is the Jets, Ravens. Uh, Justin Fields benched.
Yep.
They're going. I think it's Tyrod Taylor is back.
Yep.
So, yeah, Jets, Ravens. Who you got in this game?
This might be it for this might be it for Justin career. Not just Justin Fields' career as a starter. As a starter, I feel like he can go on the bench. Anyway, I got the Ravens. I got the Ravens. I got the Ravens. Probably you want to say a landslide, but sometimes the Ravens don't know how to act.
I think this was a waste of a benching. And the reason why I say that is because when we saw Tyrod Taylor the last time,
Yeah.
he didn't play well either.
Mhm. Right.
And there's no way you're going to expect that benching Justin Fields is going to make a bit of a difference, especially against the Ravens, especially after the Ravens showed that, oh, new quarterback, we're going to blitz you.
Yep.
And I personally, and this is just me, I personally feel that was a waste of a benching. You should have just stuck with Justin Fields and let him go all the way through the end of the season. I don't feel that Justin Fields will get better until he gets under one of those coaching gurus. And I mean those
Yeah.
quarterback gurus,
Right.
because right now everybody he's been around has been trash. They haven't really taught him the quarterback role at all. So I'm
Yeah.
going Ravens as well. Next is the Giants Lions. We're not certain if Jackson Dart is going to be
Yeah.
playing or if this is Jameis Winston part two. Who you got in this game?
And I'm taking the line. I'm taking the Lions on this one. The Lions. If Jameis Winston play, I might be rooting for Fantasy Jameis to do so. I'll still lean toward the Lions. Amon St. Brown, he didn't get off last game. He was shut
Yeah.
down. Jared Goff had a terrible game. Uh, the Giants ended up having a decent game, but the fact the Lions they're not going to go back to back the way and play the way they played. So, and unfortunately, it's in Detroit too. So,
No
it's in
No Thibodeau. No Thibodeau. No, I mean Tyrone Tracy looked like he can run the ball again.
yeah,
I just don't see the Giants defense being able to keep up with that passing game and
right.
that running game.
Hmm.
So I got the lines as well. Like I said, it is what it is. The only way the Giants will win is if Dan Campbell is still calling offensive plays. He need to get the playbook back to who it belongs to and stop playing
Uh,
around. Next is the Steelers Bears. Steelers, I mean, again, Mike Tomlin is just showing that he's
yeah,
an elite level coach. I mean, I don't know a guy who has the least amount of talent on
yeah,
a
yeah,
team but get the most out of it no matter
yeah.
who's on the field. He's just, to me, he's the most impressive NFL coach. I mean, he just don't have the Super Bowls, but he's an impressive coach. Who you got in this Steelers Bears matchup?
Mike Tomlin being his Achilles heel might be that he's a good coach because of the fact. I mean, they're never drafting at the top of
Mhm.
the NFL draft, so it's hard for him to get that franchise quarterback.
Right, right.
So imagine if he did get a franchise quarterback. But with that being said, I'm taking the Bears. I'm taking the Bears. You got both two teams that can grind games or can score. Well, the Steelers can score at a high level at times, but I got the Bears. The Bears somehow figure out how to get it done. Don't know why. Don't know how, but they just do. And then it's in Soldier Field. So
Yeah, I'm with you. Caleb Williams, he's playing decent.
yeah,
And even though the team seems to love Mason Rudolph, and he played well last week. Uh, I'm gonna still go Bears because I think defensively they can probably do it. Um, I don't know if Jalen Ramsey was suspended for this game. Because I haven't heard anything,
oh yeah, yeah,
but I'm gonna go Bears as well. I'm gonna go Bears as
mhm,
well. I just think that the Bears are gonna find a way to win and beat the Steelers, especially with Aaron Rodgers out. Um, Next is the Patriots Bengals. Again, Patriots still marching down the road of playing not a tough schedule, but you can't fault them because hey, it happens. Who you
yeah.
got in this matchup?
You said Patriots versus Bengals, right?
Yeah, Patriots Bengals. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the Patriots in this, man. You got Jamar Spit Chase. You know what I'm saying? He's out this game.
He's
Hey,
out.
but
Yeah.
is out this game. So for all you T Higgins fantasy owners, hey, put him as wide receiver one because that's where Joe Flacco's going. But yeah, I'm going. I'm definitely not picking the Bengals. Going to Patriots. The Patriots, they even though they haven't played this up, they haven't played really a tough schedule, but they've been winning games they're supposed to win. I guess now,
Right.
you know what I mean? Because we even with their schedule, no one's predicting them to have this outcome of what they have now of their record. So you gotta
Yeah.
get credit. You gotta get credit where it's due.
Right. I'm going Patriots as well. I think the Bengals are going. I mean, I think the Patriots are going to put Christian Gonzalez over on T. Higgins, and they're just going to like practically double team him and watch as nobody else can get open. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a long day for the Bengals. So yeah, I got the Patriots in this game as well. Browns Raiders, Shador making his first start,
Uh,
going up against the turnover prone and interception magnet Geno Smith. I think this game is in Vegas.
yes, in Vegas.
Yeah, it's in Vegas. So who you got in this game? I mean, it's sad that it's Shador's first game away from home, but he's in Vegas. So who you got in this game?
Man, this is one of the teams that well, a lot of teams should have drafted Shador. But
Right.
this is one team that definitely they needed a quarterback and they got Geno and see how that's worked out. But
Hmm.
also I don't know if I want Shador's he'd been in a bad situation because both offensive lines are terrible.
Right.
The Raiders and the Browns. But I'm going to Browns. The Browns, I think Shador have a decent game, and then you throw on top of that defense.
Yeah.
Defense probably give him a good position, good field position. He'll probably be able to take advantage of it.
And I agree. I mean, I think that offensively and defensively, the Browns are better than the Raiders. Um, the NFL MVP, the what should be the NFL MVP and Defensive Player of the Year,
Yeah,
Myles Garrett is on the tear. I know Brian Burns is up there too because I think they're
yeah.
probably tied with the sack record right now. Because I think they both got 15, I think.
Hey, hey,
And so
do you think one of them gonna break the record this year? Marcus Strahan, they get an extra game.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is that if Miles Garrett can, because he could break it in this game. Miles Garrett could actually break it in this game. It's not like we haven't seen him in a
Nah,
five game. No, because it's 22.
it's like 22,
Yeah,
22 or
so
23.
so,
Yeah, so
but he can come close to breaking it still with several games to
yeah,
go.
right.
So, I think I say Miles Garrett has the best chance of breaking it. The
And
best chance of breaking
if the Browns get ahead, like let's say if they get like 20, they get a 21-point lead,
it. Mhm.
the Raiders got to pass the ball. So
Yeah.
Miles
Yeah,
Garrett be
he's going to be 10 off. Yeah,
yeah,
I agree with that. So I'm going to go Browns in this game as well. I think Shador is going to play well too because they don't have a secondary that's formidable to really
yeah,
stop him from actually throwing the ball down the field. Next is the Jags Cardinals. Jaguars coming off of a
yeah.
destruction
Hmm.
last week against the Chargers. Now they got the Cardinals, who has now been on a decline the past two
Yep.
games. Who you got in this game?
Hey, I feel like every time I pick the Jags, this is when Trevor Lawrence becomes completely. He goes Trevor Lawrence and the defense don't play that well. Uh, but like I said, you gotta give respect where respect's due, and the Jaguars has been doing it despite of Trevor Lawrence because it's not like Trevor Lawrence is playing outstanding. It's not like he is. Their defense is the one that's carrying them. So I'm gonna go Jags. Jacoby Brissett might go off for another 300 some odd yards, but it's gonna be in a losing effort.
Because they don't have a running game, that's what
Yeah,
hurts them a lot.
yeah,
Because I think that if they did have a solid running game, that would help the Cardinals even more.
yeah,
So yeah, I'm with you too. I'm going Jags in this game. I mean, the Jags, their secondary without Travis Hunter has actually been doing pretty well. And I think what you said last week. I think they're gonna do Travis Hunter full-time offensive side, which is why they made the trade for Greg Newsom. So
hmm
I think that that's what's going to happen. Next is the divisional game, the NFC East, Eagles Cowboys. Cowboys basically dismantled the Raiders last week. And the Eagles kind of had steady game defensively. They're still very solid. Offensively, not so much. Who you got in this game?
Hey man, this rematch from week one. When you
Hmm.
remember when they had the what was it, the thunderstorm where they had the delay?
Yeah, they had the
That
delay.
yeah, they should have had that inside the Cowboys inside the stadium, AT&T Stadium, whatever stadium they call it. They should have had that one. It should be at in the Eagles. Anywho, it don't matter. I this time I'm going with the Cowboys. I'm going to Cowboys on this
Yeah,
one. Uh, I think the Cowboys they starting to find a stride, but that was against the Raiders. You know what I mean? So I feel like these guys are gonna be locked in, focused. You're gonna have both your number one, number two in the meetings or whatever happened. They won't be standing on the sideline at the beginning of the game. Um, and it's I keep calling it, but it's gonna happen at some point in time with the Eagles. They run a game, pass a game, it doesn't work, and Jalen Hurts, and then everything you're gonna see a whole bunch of topics throughout the entire week on talking about Brown, AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts, the receiving core, whatever. You hear
right.
all that. I feel like
So
it's gonna be this week.
yes, I'm actually on your side. I'm picking the Cowboys as well. I think the Quentin Williams addition makes a big deal in this game
Yep.
because
Yep.
it really does mess with that offensive line that has been injured and plagued by injuries all season. And
Hmm.
Quentin Williams is a get up the field guy. Now him being paired with Kenny Clark, they're a very devastating front defensive pairing. So with that,
Yeah.
I got the Cowboys too. I think they will stop the Eagles from marching a little further. Next is another divisional game. Both teams not sure what you're going to get with them. The Falcons Saints.
Oh man, I think we know we're gonna get out of Saints. Saints going it's going to be they're going to give it their all because they're not going to the playoffs. They're not at all, and they tend to I think only one game or maybe one or two games that kind of was out their reach, but every other game was in their reach. And Atlanta is dealing with no quarterback.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wrong way, Kirk.
Yeah, so
And
that's
we're talking about they're coming down to the final few games. This is where Kirk is at his most disastrous. So
yeah,
I'm gonna go
yeah,
Saints. I'm gonna go
yep.
Saints in this game.
I'm right there with you.
Because I do feel that Kirk, again, Kirk will do everything he can to lose you the game. He'll throw a key interception or something like that. It'll be something off the cuff. So with
Yeah,
that, I'm going Saints. And the Saints want to end. They want to stop people from sitting up there making the playoffs, and this is the time to do it.
yep.
Next is this is a big game and probably what is going to be the game of the week.
Yeah, I already know what game it's coming.
Buccaneers
Hmm.
Rams.
Yep.
I mean,
Hey, yeah.
even though the Bucks struggled slightly against the Bills last week,
That
but
that that was towards the end. Baker
yeah,
Mayfield was still he was still cooking. He was
right,
cooking. They were going back and forth last week. Man, but the Rams. This is gonna be another game like that.
right, right.
Everybody forget. Baker Mayfield did play about the second half of the season for the Rams for a little bit.
And he
Remember
knows
that?
the offense.
Yeah. So there is some advantage there to an extent because Baker Mayfield's a smart guy. But I got the Rams. I got the Rams in this one, but I got this. This is going to be. I think it's going to be a shootout. I think it may be been a shootout.
So,
But
okay, if you was to do the bet, would you go 50?
whoo, yeah, I'll probably do the over if I had if
Oh,
I'm staying away from this game. I'm staying away from it. I do for the bets. I do got a under over and under bet, but I stay away from that game. But
okay, okay.
I'll stay away from it because but I feel like it'll be over.
Okay, okay, okay.
If I had to bet, I would pick over.
All right. So who you got though?
Oh yeah, I got the Rams.
You got the Rams. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take the Rams too. I just think that they're marching to something bigger. And the
yeah,
crazy thing about it is that because no one's really talking about them,
Yeah.
they're like secretly marching, backdooring a lot of teams. And I think in all honesty,
Yeah.
I think they may find a way to be the number one, like the first number one in the playoff seating. Like I think
Yeah.
they want that home field advantage. And right now, I think that they're doing everything they can to become that. Uh, their team isn't quite complete, but they're winning like they really need to like they really won it all. So, and I think that if they do win it all, Matthew Stafford will retire at the end of the year.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Last game of the week, your Panthers
Yeah.
versus the 49ers. What you got going on in this game?
Hey, first Monday night game in a while. Matter of fact, I think last year we didn't have no primetime games. First Monday night in the game. And you know what? I got you see the jersey, see number it's
I
22
see it.
on it.
I see it. I see
22. So that's C-Mac. That's a C-Mac jersey. I ain't put this
it.
thing on since he left. It's a C-Mac jersey, you know what I mean? Uh Man, I honestly, as far as this game, as far as the fan is concerned, I want to go Panthers like straight up. I
Mhm.
want to go them straight up because everything they put together last week is what I need to see. But you see what happens the week before
Right.
with the Saints. Then before that we beat the Packers, and then
Yeah.
I think then after that week, yeah, after the Packers week, we lose to the Bills like a blowout.
Right. Right. Right.
So
Yeah.
it's like up and down, up and down, up and down. But you know what? As long as I keep picking against them, hey, we keep winning. So now, yeah, but that's why I'm gonna pick the 49ers. They got Brock Purdy. They got Brock
Uh,
Purdy. He's very mobile, a whole lot mobile than Mac Jones and C-Mac. C-Mac, we got to stop him from getting off. He's gonna touch the ball at
right.
least 15 times between running and passing and catching the ball. He's gonna be heavily involved in the offense.
Well,
But I'm
and so you going 49ers because you want to go against the Panthers. Uh this is my upset. The Panthers over the 49ers.
yeah,
I think that with y'all run defense, I think the only issue y'all will have is the grinder in Brian Robinson. He's a grinding guy.
yeah, yeah,
Whereas Christian McCaffrey, because he's not a grinder, y'all
yeah,
may mess around and deal with the grinding of Brian Robinson and then Christian McCaffrey break free. But
yeah.
I really, really do feel that the Panthers with their run game, and I do feel that with Bryce Young feeling a little bit better about himself and throwing
Hey,
that ball because he was launching that thing. He wasn't playing around.
he,
I
he
think
was,
they got a chance. So I'm gonna go Panthers in this game.
yeah.
So with that being said, y'all, that was our wrap up for the week coming, the week 12 pick'ems. Jeremiah, what you got on your bets?
All right, so we're gonna go. I got the Bears covering the spreads at 2.5.
Okay.
Okay, Bears at minus 2.5. I got the Bears covering that over the who they playing, the Steelers.
The
Yeah, they're playing
Steelers,
the
yeah.
Steelers. They're playing the Steelers. I got that because the Bears are home, and then the Bears are favorite to win that game. And 2.5 isn't a big spread. If
Right,
it went a
right.
three, if it went 3.5, I'd be like, a little shaky. 4.5 definitely, but 2.5 isn't a big spread. The Bears can win by field goal. They can definitely make that happen. And then the other one, we just had this conversation about the 49ers and the Panthers.
Right.
So it's the bet started out. I saw it yesterday at like 49.5, but as far as the over and under, I said,
Mhm.
but now it's at 48.5. So that means people are actually betting on the under. So it's going so I'm still betting on the under for 48.5. The Panthers average 19 points a game. This is me rounding up, and the 49ers average 24 points a game like during the 2025 season. Uh
Yeah.
that's under 49. That's probably about like 43 points a game. And this has the makings to being more of a defensive game. Uh I am a little, just not get too far off subject, but still in the game. I am worried about the 49ers going after Mike Jackson because Jason Horn don't travel. They don't
Yeah.
they don't have him
Yeah.
travel.
Right.
But we got Corey Thornton that they'll probably throw out there, but they're gonna pick on those two.
Right. Right.
They're gonna
Right.
pick on Mike Jackson. If Corey Thornton's out there, they're gonna pick on him too. Which Corey Thornton's he's an undrafted free agent, but actually pretty darn good.
Yeah, he's been playing
Uh,
well, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But
But those,
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
Now I was about to say no. Those are my two bets for the week.
All right. Well, a question: what is the number for the Bucks Rams game? Because I said, is it 50? And you said you'll go over. Like, so
Yeah, I
what's the
think
number?
because I'm pretty sure it is 50 because I looked at that. I looked at that. I can check for you right now. Give me 2 seconds. I get for you right now. Hold on. I look right now because I think it's funny. I'm pretty sure you're pretty much accurate. It was the Rams and Buccaneers, right?
Yeah, Rams Bucks. Yeah.
Yeah, you right there. It's 40 yeah, 49.5. 49 and a half. So
Okay.
if fit over if it's 50, I would bet the over on that one if I
Oh,
had to
okay.
bet.
Well, that again, y'all, that is it. Jeremiah gave y'all his picks, and like I said, y'all go start making y'all bets because hey, this is gonna be a big week. And but again, that Bucks Rams game, that's gonna be a big game, so definitely check it out. But other than that, y'all, this has been your man John Fortune, along with my man Jeremiah Street, and this has been the Frustrated Fan Sports Show.